Hi, Carl Kratz here with Century 21. And if you're like most people living in Beaufort County, you got some of these. And there are notices from Beaufort County telling you that your taxes are going up. The thing is, they don't really tell you what your taxes are going to be without additional work. And I'm going to go ahead and explain what these notices mean and show you how to figure out what your taxes are going to be based on the new assessment. So I'm going to try and help you make sense of the information that you've just received. Now here's a sample reassessment notice. If you look, they're saying the market value is $235,000. And that's where they start at. They're trying to say full transparency, that's what the property's worth. And in my estimation, typically the values are on the lower side, honestly. Now, you look over here, it shows a cap value of $184,000. And what that means is, according to state law, the county can only go up 15% every 5 years when they do the reassessment. So that's the maximum they can go up. What they're saying is, we think your property is worth $235,000, but we can only figure it on $184,000 because the value rose faster than 15%. And honestly, with the way the market has been, I think most people are going to be in that situation that their value is going to be significantly higher than their cap value. Now, don't get me wrong, no one wants to pay any more taxes than they have to, myself included. Moving along. So if you look, we have the ratio, and the ratio is 4%. So that is a primary resident dwelling. And here's the thing, if you look down here, it shows a total tax assessment of $7,819. Now below that it says not the tax amount, but nowhere on there does it say what the taxes are going to be. So what good is the docket? What good is this information? Well, if you actually go to the letter that you received from the county, and this is in a couple places, you look for your PIN number, and it's going to be an R number, like an R100, an R600, or whatever it is. You're going to need that number, and also whatever your property is valued at, and it'll say in there. So what I'm going to do this the easy way. I'm going to go to the county calculator. You can do this yourself. You just need to know your millage rate. A millage is just 0.1%. So you just multiply that number times the value times the 4% to figure out the property. So let's say you're valued at $500,000 and you're in Bluffton, in the unincorporated Bluffton, and this is your primary residence. Now keep in mind the other one was $184,000. Notice that total taxes are $25.64 for the year. So that's a year, not a month, you New Yorkers. Without having that information, you can't. Now here's just to illustrate it, if this was not your primary, then look, all of a sudden that jumps to $76.14. So there's a significant difference. The next thing I also want to say, if you're not local and you're looking to be local, it is going to matter whether you're like in Bluffton, you're in the town of Hilton Head, you're in the unincorporated area, because they are going to have different millage rates based on the different areas. So that will affect your value. Now, I hope this helps you. The other thing is that realistically, you're not going to be able to argue that you're probably not going to be able to argue that you deserve a lower assessment. Like I said before, their numbers are on the lower side. you would have to use comparable properties that were sold in 2022. And if you want help, I don't mind helping you, but here's the thing. If you want to be represented with the county, I can't do that. I'd have to be an appraiser or an attorney or a CPA. But if you do want help looking at comps, I'm more than happy to do that or explain how any of this works. You can appeal it, and then even if you don't like what they said, you can appeal that. But I think it's going to be a tough road to hoe. Now, there are instances, and I see it all the time, where people are paying 6% and it's actually their primary. Then what you have to do is you just have to reapply. If you are reported at 6%, there's a good chance that they're going to do it again. It's like you get on the hamster wheel and have to do it over and over again. And a lot of times it could take multiple times before everything gets correct. I hope you found this helpful. Please call me if you have any questions about real estate in the South Carolina Lowcountry. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.